Hiya, Capricorn. Let's get a pulse on your week for March 22nd through the 29th. Hey, equinox is past. Vernal equinox, spring equinox. We're officially in Aries season. It's a cardinal sign, so it aligns very well with you. You want to go like charging forward and exploring new ideas, exploring new opportunities. And then, but at the same time, the full moon is growing in Libra. So that's an interesting conflict for you, and I will go in further depth when I do a big reading just for the full moon in Libra. But let's just suffice it to say that the energy is about the conflict between who you present yourself to be to other people and who you really are. And so it shines a light on your inner self and says, is this who you want to present yourself as being? So you're going to be keeping that in mind as we go forward through the week. But let's go ahead and get started with this. We've got the 8 of Swords. This is feeling trapped. Things have been a little bit wonky for Capricorn lately in the readings that I've been doing. I'm sorry to hear that, but we're going to keep hanging in there anyway. Let me tell you about the 8 of Swords energy. This is my internal glass ceiling. I'm spreading out my cards so I can pull more. This is my internal glass ceiling card. It's about programming that we've accepted that was explicit or implicit when we were children, about what our value is, how far we can go, how much we have to offer to the world, to the greater world, and how far we can go with meeting our own needs. And so I feel like what's happening for you this week, just reading into it just a little bit and intuitively, I feel like what's happening for you this week is that you're realizing that some of your needs have not been met, but you feel trapped and stuck in the situation because you don't want to be a bad guy. Oh, Capricorn, I'm so sorry to hear that you're working on that. Yeah, it's like something got out of hand. Something, yeah, there was some, the situation happened as it did. Things happen. And we learn, they turn into what they turn into so that we can learn and grow. And I feel like the lesson that you have put yourself into is about setting limits, setting a boundary of how long you're willing to hold out just to prove that you're loyal. Yeah, so there's a conflict between, like, you want to show the people that you love that you're a loyal person, and you have been loyal. You have been so good. But you're like, that full moon is shining on your inner self and is saying, this isn't working anymore. This has gotten out of hand. And now how do I get myself out? How do I get myself out? Without looking like a bad guy. Oh, let's see. I want this one right here. Go ahead and do it. Go ahead and do what really lights you up. It came out in reverse. It shows, because it's essentially you're afraid of what would happen if you do that. It's so if the Ace of Swords came out, then my immediate go-to response would be, your advice is to talk about it. But your advice is not to talk about it. Your advice is to do what's right for you, and don't worry about what other people think of you. You do you. You stay in your own lane and you do you. So I feel like these people aren't trapping you. This is something that's like your deal from a long time ago that makes you think that you're trapped in this situation. I feel like these people are not, the people you're conflicted about are not trapping you. It's not them, it's you thinking that you have something to prove. So if you just go ahead and start choosing you, if you go ahead and start doing what you want to do, doing things the ways that you want to do them, that other people aren't really going to notice. In fact, they might be a little surprised. I've never seen Capricorn do that before. They might be a little bit surprised, but they're like, I kind of like it. I kind of like Capricorn not being a doormat. I kind of like Capricorn just doing what they want to do. I respect that. And you'll find out that you didn't have to be trapped after all. Beautiful lesson. They are what they are. Okay, so Capricorn, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you do so that you can be in the loop about readings when they come up 2 or 3 times a week. I love you. It's going to be a really good week. You're going to be free. You're going to get to do things the way you want to do it this week. I'll see you later.